Hi there, welcome to Eduretics, where we make your high school life simple. My name is Aniket, and today I've brought another video on equivalent expressions. This is the part 2 of the hard difficulty series, so where we solve the hard category questions from equivalent expressions. This is part of our SAT math practice series. So it is advisable that if you've not watched our previous videos, you begin from there. But if you've already solved pretty much all levels of questions in equivalent expressions before, then you can start with this video. Like I've always advised, whenever you see a new question, pause the video first, try it yourself, and then only look at our solution. So let's begin the video with the first question. So in the expression above, b and c are positive integers if the expression is equivalent to x plus b and x is not equal to b. Which of the following could be the value of c? Okay, so we have an expression given to us, which is x squared minus c upon x minus b, and the question says this expression is equivalent to x plus b. So let's take a look at how we could do this. So x squared minus c over x minus b, question says this is equivalent to x plus b. Okay, so we can write it like this. Let's try to simplify the expression from here. X squared minus c, cross multiply x minus b to the other side. This is equal to x minus b times x plus b. And there's going to be x squared minus c is equal to x squared minus b squared. How? Because x minus b times x plus b. This is the same identity. A squared minus b squared is equal to a minus b times a plus b. Okay. So this is the identity which should immediately come into your mind as soon as you see this expression. So this is a difference of squares. X squared minus c is equal to x squared minus b squared. Now, in the left hand side and the right hand side, you can cancel x squared and x squared. The negatives cancel. C is equal to b squared. That's what we get. We could deduce this without cancelling as well through comparison. Like if the rest of the expression is same, the c and b square should also be same. So from here, we don't get a specific value for c, but we get one fact that c must be a perfect square. Now in the options, as you can see, 4, 6, 8, 10, only 4 is the number that is a perfect square. So this is also like a trick question. You need not solve this. Once you're at that level where you have the formulas in your mind, like at the tip. So what will happen is, as soon as you look at this, x squared minus c upon x minus b is equal to x plus b. Mentally, you could cross multiply x minus b times x plus b. It'll immediately click to you that it's x squared minus b squared. C is b squared. The only number that is a square is 4. If they had not intended you to do this mentally, they would rather keep a few more options as perfect squares. And you would require to do a few more steps. We'll have some more information, maybe b as a number, so that the exact value of c can be found out. But this question here, it was intended to be done like this way. Like you need to identify that c must be a perfect square and eliminate the other options based on that. Okay. Now let's look at the next question. So there's an expression given. There's a rather weird expression with decimals given. So 0.36x squared plus 0.63x plus 1.17. The given expression can be rewritten as a times 4x squared plus 7x plus 13, where a is a constant. What is the value of a? Okay, so this here is, let's say, the raw expression. It has been written in a transformed format, and it pretty much looks like a comparison question. 0.36x plus 1.17 is equal to a times 4x squared plus 7x plus 13. So that means they've broken this complete expression down into two factors. A, which is a number, and the rest is an expression. So we need to do it in a similar way. Let's try to figure out what can be taken outside, like what number can be a common factor for all the three. First of all, we can get rid of the decimals. So 0.36 is basically 36 over 100. So similarly, 0.63, 63 over 100 and 1.17. So let's take the 1 by 100 common first. Take it outside first so that it does not look weird anymore. So 1 by 100 outside, 36x squared plus 63x plus 117. Okay, now 36, 63 and 117, the numbers look pretty much related. Why? The number 9. 9 is a number with which all the three are divisible. 36 over 9 is a 4, 63 over 9 is a 7, 117 over 9 is a 13. So exact same expression which you have here. So let's take 9 outside as a common factor. We have 4x squared plus 9 times 7 is 63. 9 times 13 is 117. So this whole expression has been obtained. So A has got to be 9 over 100. So it can be 9 over 100 or 0.09, whichever way you want to answer in the paper. Okay, this is a grading question. Cool, let's look at the next question. Okay, so in the next question we have this expression with exponents, powers, some fractional powers, negative powers, okay, where x greater than 1 and y greater than 1 is equivalent to which of the following. So we need to simplify this expression and reach one of these four expressions. Okay. So the best way to do this is, don't go on simplifying randomly, like in one direction you go on simplifying and then you try to match with the options. Instead, do each step according to the options given. Okay. So from the options, it is pretty much evident that we don't need to have any fractional powers. Instead, we'll use the radical symbols. Okay. And the next thing to be noticed is that the y and x don't have any squares or cube powers. Just x has a squared power in two of the options. Sorry, three, A, B and D. Cool. So we'll try to simplify the given expression in this way. Okay. So let's see. X raised power a negative 2, y raised power half over x raised power 1 by 3, y raised power negative 1. So first of all, the rule of exponents. So any number raised to the power 1/2 is basically a square root. So I can write x raised power negative 2 square root of y over x raised power 1 by 3. That's a cube root or the third root. It's written like this, third root. So quickly revising, any number a raised to the power 1 over n, that's basically the nth root represented by this. For square roots, we don't usually write 2 in place of n, but it's understood that there's a 2. Okay. Now y raised to negative 1. This is where we are right now. Let's see the options. So we do have cube root of x in the denominator and square root of y in the numerator in all of the options except for C. Cool. Now let's try to simplify further. X raised power minus 2. That can be brought down. So brought down to be made positive. So x squared times cube root of x. And then the y raised power negative 1. That means, so 1 upon y raised power negative 1. That means y raised power 1 directly in the denominator, numerator. And then root y. Okay. So y root y upon x squared times cube root of x. That's where we have this option D. So this is the best way to do it. If you go on simplifying, there are 10 different ways in which you could simplify to get this option. But if you keep the options in mind, like the way they're presented here, you would not need to do too many steps to get there. Okay. If I just blindly simplify it, there are 100 ways to simplify it. Okay. Let's look at the next question. The expression 1 by 3 x squared minus 2 can be rewritten as 1 by 3 x minus k times x plus k, where k is a positive constant. What is the value of k? Okay. Again, two expressions, like two versions of the same expression. Let's understand it like this. So the given first expression is 1 over 3 x squared minus 2. That is equal to 1 by 3 x minus k times x plus k. So where k is a positive constant, what is the value of k? So immediately what we can see is on the right hand side, this expression x minus k times x plus k translates to a difference of squares. According to the formula, a square minus b square is equal to a minus b times a plus b. So 1 over 3 x squared minus k squared is equal to 1 over 3 x squared minus 2. Okay. Now, if we look at both the sides using our comparison rules, some of you might make this mistake, or a lot of us might make this mistake, that we straight away say, oh, 2 is k squared. 2 is straight away k squared. So k is basically square root of 2. But that's not the case, because 3 here is in multiplication with the complete expression, but 3 here is in multiplication with just x squared, not with the 2. So 3 here on the right hand side is the common denominator throughout the expression. But on the left hand side, it's not the common denominator. The 2 here has a 1 as the denominator. So let's change that expression to match the right hand side first, and then only we can say what value is that for k. Okay. So 1 over 3 x squared minus 2. Take 3 as the common denominator, so this becomes x squared minus 6 over 3 is equal to x squared minus k squared over 3. Now you can say 6 is basically k squared. So k squared is equal to 6. K is equal to plus minus root of 6. Okay. So according to the options, we don't have any negative answer. So option D is the correct one. D is root of 6. So the important thing here in this question was to notice that the denominator 3, the difference in the nature on both sides, due to which a lot of you might have marked option C, or even that mistake can be made by anyone if you lose the carefulness at that point. So option D is the correct one. Okay. So for more such videos, keep practicing these questions. If you need the worksheets, head to our website, edutix.com, and from there, head to free resources section, get the worksheets downloaded and practice them. If there are any questions you want to ask, you can write in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe our channel to keep receiving such practice resources. Stay tuned. Okay.